actually raced, but 31 got points.
Right. I thought it was 30 because Oof got 30th, I thought, but
There was
one
another
other
guy
guy.
that actually qualified, and then his internet shit the bed.
Oh, okay.
So he was in the lobby, like ready to go. His shit the bed. And when I say qualified, I mean he ran the duels with us. We qualified and did the duels. And then he was online getting ready. When I sent him the invite, his shit the bed. He'd written me, and I'd forgotten about it.
I see.
He actually asked me to wait like 2 more minutes. And had I done that, he would have been able to race, as would have Oof.
Oh shit.
Well, because remember, Oof had just gotten back
we had
on.
already launched. Oh,
No, that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. This guy had written me before I had restarted the timer, and then the timer expired. Oof joins the party. He's like, "Damn it, I already missed it. If had I waited the 2 minutes that guy needed, I didn't see the text. There was so much going on trying to get the lobbies and everything. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Oh well. He's not too mad. He gets to start at the pole at Atlanta. Well, him and Oof are on the front row.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be bringing up the tail.
Napa fan got the pole.
Did he? Nice. All right. Oof was close. Oof kind of has a goal to get a bunch of poles for Motormaster. He kind of wants to break that record for most poles in a season.
You know what Oof did in qualify right there? I knew what he was doing. I knew he was trying to get a fast lap. He let me go.
Laying back and then
He laid back on me. He let me pass. NASCAR King pulled off in pit. Oof let me pass, and then when he did, he fucking he fell back about 3/10, and then he used 1 lap to catch up to me. It was the same lap I hit the 071. He caught up to me using the draft. That's how he got that 005.
nice.
I mean, I don't
he's
care.
doing that as a strategy. He's trying to get as many poles as he can.
I mean, he's Juicy J teammate, so I don't care.
Nice. What was I gonna say here? I gotta change the event to the night race. We were doing day, right?
Is there a night race here?
I believe there is, yeah. Isn't this the night race?
It says day on it right now.
Yeah, but... Oh yeah, okay, perfect. There we go. Boom. Night. So qualifying was day, and now your guys are racing at night. Okay. Did you send me invites?
Nope. I'm glad you said something. One. There's 2, 3, and a 4th one.
Drive the 4.
Yeah, he actually just wrote me. He said, "I made it. What slider are you on?"
Beauty. All right. Good luck. I'm unpausing and backing up.
All right, man. My stream's up. Not that you need it because I'm IRR anyways.
Awesome.
Hey, I started up front, 5th place. All right.
Perfect.
Here I am looking for who got the pole and shit. Never even looked to see where I myself started.
I do that too sometimes.
Hey, Juicy J's right behind me too. So we got 2nd, 5th, and 7th for Juicy J.
Hey, perfect.
Timer has expired, so you can join.
Okay, I'm gonna join. Step away for like literally 20 seconds to relight the smoke and have 2-3 puffs, and then I'm gonna come back and take photos like I usually do, and then start the stream.
10-4.
You said I can join now, right now.
Yeah, you can join whenever.
As always, buddy, thanks a bunch for doing this. Without you, I'd be a little lost. Earlier tonight, I was a little lost, but we made it through.
It's alright, man. I enjoy doing it. And honestly, it's less talking in my ear.
Right, yeah, some of them, I love them to death, they're my good buddies, but some of them do talk a lot during the races.
Man, I try to tell people, if you'd shut up when you're racing, you'll probably do a whole lot better. Like, the people that are fast and up front are the guys that you don't hear unless something happens.
Exactly, and I've said the same words to the same couple of people, and I feel rude if I do say it too many times. You think they get the point a little bit, but no, they still talk lots, and that's fine. But yeah. Alright, I'll be right back, bud.
Alright, man.
jumping in.
NASCAR King is now wrecked like 5 different people.
Really? That's not like him.
And he just wrecked. He hit the wall and wrecked again. Cost him came up. Oof. I hear George Berry got a lot of damage from that. I don't think he's trying to. He's just driving in hard and his setup seems to be tight.
I see.
You know, restarts know he's giving you room. You know what I mean? For your car to be tight. They're right on the outside of you.
Right.
Oof, back to 13th.
Have a good day. Ready. Green.
Simple.
Got one up top. All right, you're clear. Outside by himself. Still there. Right side. All right, you're clear.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Motormaster Monday, and it is the main event, folks, round 17 of the 2021 NASCAR Motormaster Series season, hosted right here on NASCAR Heat 5. We're rock and roll. We are live at Charlotte Motor Speedway, 100 laps, 22 NASCAR Motormaster Series drivers driving these Xfinity cars with the presets. Fuel and tire wear times 2. The stages are on. Top 5. Get points in the stages. I am NASCAR CEO Thomas Murder alongside the Giggly Racing League founder Kevin Tattersall, and we'll bring you flag-to-flag coverage. You're at Charlotte Motor Speedway, round 17. Thanks a bunch, Kevin, for joining us. You're driving the 54 Toyota, of course. You qualified 5th. You're kind of stuck in traffic right now. How's it going out there? What's the vibe like?
It's a little rough. People are a little too loose or something. I'm not quite sure. People are just trying to single out. Turns 3 and 4 here at Charlotte, as anybody knows that runs here. It's treacherous. Side-by-side action's really hard. The guy on the inside has to lift really hard to make sure that he doesn't go flying up the track. And on restarts, people don't tend to do that as much, simply because while you're all gathered together, it's when you can make up the most time. So, interested to see how this one works out for everybody. Pretty good racing as it's singling out here now, top 10, 11 cars.
That's looking like it, actually. I was just about to say that. Top 11, top 12 cars about to be single file here, and that's when you start to see the good green flag long run get started. We've already seen 1 yellow for an on-track incident. It happened just before we began the broadcast. We're working stage 1 of this 100-lap race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's the North Carolina 250. And it's Jesse Clausen, number 20, Toyota Supra for Juicy J Motorsports, leading the way. He's got 2 wins this season in the NASCAR Motormaster Series, and both of which were on road courses. He won the Mid-Ohio race just last week and was somehow able to hold off the Intimidator for that win, and that was a special one for him. I know that, but he would love to get his first win on an oval this season. He's got the 2020 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series champion Matt Smith just behind him, running in second. And it's Nick Don Francesco, the driver of the 6 Chevy Camaro, running in third. He's the pole sitter for this race. Keep your eye on him. There you see him running in third. Running in fourth is Cameron Norton, the driver of the 1. And running in fifth, just behind him, Jason Doro in the 08. It's Dustin Franklin in the 11, running in 6. Jordan Roughton running in 7th in the 92 car. Kevin Tattersall just took the 8th position. Looked like there was contact between a couple of cars there a moment ago. It might have been between Bradley Gilliland and Dave Marks Jr., and that allowed Jordan Dorsett, Kevin Tattersall to both sneak on through there. Now we have a side-by-side battle for the 4th and 5th position between Jason Doro and Cameron Norton. And we also, folks, have a new race leader with Matt Smith out front. Matt Smith won the race earlier tonight at Iowa Speedway and in dominant fashion qualified on the pole, won both stages, and captured his 3rd win of the 2021 season. Here we are, round 17 of the season. He's got the lead again. Didn't qualify on the pole for this one, but he qualified well, and he's running well as well. Evan, you mentioned everybody who's singling out and getting spread out a little bit here. Looks like that's continuing to happen, and you're slowly but surely picking them off one at a time, it seems. How's the car feeling?
Yeah, the car feels pretty good. Actually, so that early race caution, you hate to see those happen. However, what it did for a lot of us that utilized it, like I had damage, so I had to come down the pit road anyway, so I was actually able to already put my setup in, whereas some of these guys are still just running the straight slider.
Oh, I understand, yes. Good side-by-side battle there between Jordan Dorsek, Kevin Tattersall, 74-54, George Routon in 92, just in front of them. This is all inside the top 10. Bradley Gill into the 90 with them, Harold Burton in the 39 with them. Beautiful pass there by Kevin Tattersall, taking the inside line on. Jordan Routon in the 92, and the two Jordans now side-by-side behind them for position. They're all chasing Matt Smith in the 10. And Nick Don Francesco, the pole sitter, has taken the 2nd position away from Jesse Carlson in the 20. We're actually going to throw it down, though, to the in-race reporter, Kevin Tattersall, for a moment. Kevin, how many laps to go in stage 1?
6 to go right now. Leader will be coming to 5 when he gets to the line.
All right, then. You heard it from the Iceman himself. 3 wins this season for Kevin coming into this race, and looking to add more to that list. Charlotte Motor Speedway, a special track to a lot of these drivers, the home center of racing.
Still there. 5
To go here in stage 1. Jesse Carlson looks to the inside of Nick Don Francesco, and that is a battle for the 2nd and 3rd positions. Jason Doro in the 08 trying to sneak into the picture. He's doing a good job at that. He's actually closing in on the 20 and the 6. How about Robbie Racing, folks? Lone driver out of the Great Britain, driving here in the Nosscar Motormaster Series event at Charlotte. He started at the tail of the field in the 22nd position, but he has now worked his way inside of the top 10. In fact, he's all the way now up into the 7th position. My leaderboard is correct here. Excuse me, 8th position rather, but strong. No, rather, he's outside the top 10, I believe. He's running around a couple of drivers that were inside the top 10 a couple of laps ago, and that's why it's getting a little bit mixed up there. There's Damian McCriff in the 93, having a good run, running a custom paint job here at Charlotte. Patriotic colors there on that 93 car, looking good. Become a 3-car battle here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th here at Charlotte, and we're letting Matt Smith kind of drive away just a little bit. He has about a 7-car length advantage right now. And this is what the hell for 5th looks like. It's Jordan Dorsek trying desperately to hold on to the 5th and final spot for stage points. He would get 1 stage point there. It's Kevin Tattersall, the 54, trying to hunt him down for it, and Dustin Franklin running in 7th just behind him.
Coming to the white flag this time back.
Perfect, thank you. Cameron Norton in 8th there, the 1 as well with them. And Harold Burton in the 39 as well. And the white flag is in the air. Final lap of stage 1. Bradley Gilliland rounding out the top 10 just to update everybody on that. Robbie Racing trying to take 10th from back there. And we're going to keep our eye now on the battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, all the way around to the green and white checkers. Matt Smith has the stage 1 win pretty well in hand. Let's see what happens here. Going in through 3 and 4. Nobody stepped out of line. Looked like Jesse was trying to play it safe. Nick Don Francesco was trying to get a big run on Jesse for 2nd, and coming to the line. They're all going to hold the same spots. Jordan Dorsek was able to hold on to 5th, just barely over Kevin Tattersall for the 5th and final stage point there. But the stage 1 win is going to go. Let me find him here to Matt Smith. 2020 Nosscar Platinum Cup Series champion, winning stage 1 here at Charlotte. Got 3 wins this season for the 2021 Nosscar Motormaster Series. Jesse Carlson finishing in 2nd, Nick Don Francesco in 3rd, Jason Doro in 4th, Jordan Dorosek rounding out the top 5 here in stage 1. I don't believe anybody lost a lap in stage 1. I think all 22 of these drivers are going to be on the lead lap, and they all have a shot to win the North Carolina 250.
All right, be smart out there. Going great. Have a good day. Fine, well.
And the green flag is back in the air. Matt Smith and Jesse Carlson lead them to the green. A couple of cars were wiggling deep in the field. Everybody holds on. We've seen 1 yellow for an on-track incident. And they're 3 wide, mid-pack. They're all chasing Matt Smith. They're single file. Closer to the front. I think it's about the top 10 cars that are single file. And never mind, it's all changed now. Jesse Carlson in the 20 was trying to take a look to the inside for the lead. Jason Doro on the inside of Nick Don Francesco there. That's a battle for 3rd. And Jordan Dorosek in the 74 trying to give him a push. It's Dustin Franklin in the 11 going to the outside. And here comes Cameron Norton down to the bottom. He made it 3 wide through 3 and 4, and that's not a corner that you really want to be 3 wide in. Few of them recognized that, and few of them chose to lift. Cameron Norton has driven his way up into the 5th position in the black and white number 1 Chevy Camaro. Oh, just in front of them, Nick Don Francesco in the 6th. Had to check up coming out of turn 2. I didn't see exactly what happened to him, but he lost a number of positions there. Jason Doro up to 3rd, Cameron Norton up to 4th. Side-by-side battle for 5th between Robbie Racing in the 4. Jordan Dorosek in the 74, now back down to single file. Jordan tucks in line. Mr. Franklin in 6th, Kevin Tattersall in 7th. I believe that's Josh Colm-Diaz in the 7 car, running in 8th. Bradley Gilliland in the 9th position, and Jordan Broughton rounding out the top 10 as they thundered through 3 and 4.
Push all those people back 1 spot. I'm in 8th.
Oh, okay, excellent. I apologize.
No, you're good. I was just trying to help you out.
We need a leaderboard around here. Matt Smith out front. Looking good, looking strong. He's led the most laps here in this race so far. Won stage 1. He's got Jesse Carlson right behind him. Both of these drivers have found victory lane this season. So is Jason Doro in 3rd and Jordan Dorosek in 4th. The closest driver to the front with no win this season is Cameron Norton in the 1 car in 5th. Racing has worked his way all the way to the 6th position in that blue 4 car. Keep your eye on him. Debut race for him in the 2021 season. He's raced in Nosscar before. It's just been quite some time since we've had Robbie race with us. Side by side now, battle for the 3rd, 4th spot. Actually, never mind. Jordan Dorosek cuts back in line, and now it's Jason Doro looking to the inside of Jesse Carlson for 2nd. He's going to take it and put the 08 to P2, Jordan Dorosek, the 74 to P3. He followed him through, and that allowed Cameron Norton in the 1 to close a little bit of distance in on these drivers running 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And if Cameron in the 1 can get there, he's going to bring 4 other cars with him, including Robbie Racing, Kevin Tattersall, and Josh Colm-Diaz. Dustin Franklin as well. Dustin Franklin in the 11 has had a great race since the drop of the green flag. Had a great race earlier tonight at Iowa Speedway as well. Finished in 5th in that one. Battle here. Alex Tesdall in the 16. Ooh. Could be the apron a little bit in 3 and 4. Really slid up into the side of the 90 car. Bradley Gilliland. This is a battle for 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th on back.
Nobody out back. Right side. Nobody out back.
Harold Burton in the 39 right there, as well as Jordan Roughton in the 92. And in 15th is Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in 16th is Nick Francesco in the 6th. I didn't see exactly what happened to Nick, but he's lost a lot of positions and now running outside the top 15 in 16th. And there was a bit of a stack up there. Jordan Roughton in 92. He got a little bit out of shape, held up a couple of cars. Harold Burton had to go to the outside. He made a pass. Jeffrey in the 61 going to try to do the same. This is in turns 1 and 2. Nick Francesco gaining ground on all of them. Sean Lucas running in the 17th position in the 9 car. Had a good run at Iowa Speedway earlier tonight. Sean Lucas did. Top 10 all racing that one, and here's the battle for 5th between Cameron Norton and Robbie Racing. Robbie's going to take the position, and it might be a good move by Cameron Norton to follow the 4. The 4 is clearly showing really good speed. They might be able to work together, single file, and gain some ground on the front runners. Boy, I'll tell you folks, they're battling pretty hard up here for the win, here for the lead for the stage 2. Matt Smith is held up on the outside, and Jordan Dorsek in the 74 goes down low. He's going to take the lead for the first time in this race. Having a tough time finding the 74. There we are. And so, put the 74 out front, Matt Smith in second, Jason Doro in third, Jesse Carlson in fourth, and it's a dogfight for the 5th position on back. We're going to throw it down to the in-race reporter, Kevin Tattersall. Find out how many laps to go in stage 2.
7 to go right now.
Excellent. Didn't realize the situation you were in will let you go. Oh, and problems here. It was getting dicey there. Cameron Norton contact with Kevin Tattersall, and Kevin lost control. Contact with another car. It's a 2 or 3 car wreck, and I believe the caution is out.
Yeah, it is.
And we saw the whole thing there, actually, and it kind of looked like Cameron got into you. You got out of shape because he got into you, and you collected somebody else, and it looks like Trey Hollywood in the 44's got some damage as well.
Yeah, it's kind of my fault there. The one bumped me a little bit in the left rear. I thought I could hold on to it. I was trying to ride the outside, hoping I could stay off the wall. When it caught the wall, it just kind of shot me down across the track. So a little incident, but I mean, side by side, 2 rows deep, I think, with Robbie was there, me, the 1, 7. So it was just hard racing.
Looked like hard racing. It looked like it was about to be 3 wide even. It was really hard racing, and inside the top 10 as well. Right around the bubble where these drivers are trying to get up into the top 5 for stage points. A lot on the line. It was good hard racing, but caution out for the second time for an on-track incident in this race, and now we are back to green flag. It's Jordan Roughton.
3 to go.
92, leading them to the line, and 3 laps to go in stage 2. Pardon me. And Jordan's going to clear Dorsek for the lead, or is he 3 wide for the race lead? Oh, through 3 and 4 now. They hold on to it. I can't believe they held on to it. Jordan Roughton in 92 got held out to dry. He was definitely on older tires there, I believe. And Jordan Dorsek takes the lead. 2 to go in stage 2. Matt Smith up to second. Jesse Carlson trying to take third from Jason Doro. Cameron Norton in the 1 runs in 5th. It's any man's stage win here. And they're coming in through 3 and 4 now to come around for the white flag. 1 lap to go in stage 2 when they hit the line. Jordan, hold on. He's got the 2020 Platinum Cup champ just behind him. And they've separated themselves by a few car lengths over the rest of the field. Jesse Carlson in third, and Jordan taking a very defensive line down the back straightaway, protecting the bottom. And through 3 and 4 now, Matt Smith is going to try the crossover move. Jordan Dorsek, minor contact with the wall at 4. Coming to the line, I think that the 10 got the stage win. And a big wreck after they crossed the start-finish line. You're at Charlotte. Now we're going to have to confirm it with your in-race reporter, Kevin Tattersall. I thought so. That was a tight battle there. And Matt Smith edged him, but since Matt Smith had to go so far to the inside to get the pass done, his car slingshotted back towards the outside wall after they crossed the start-finish line, and it hit Jordan Dorsek's car, and that caused a huge crash after the start-finish line to end stage 2. Top 5, Kevin, if you don't mind, brother.
2 seconds left. I got Flash 9, JWoww, Nosscar, Oof, Mucka, and Robbie.
Thank you so much. Hopefully you were able to pit there.
Yeah, I'd already pitted. I was just waiting.
Excellent. And what a wild end to stage 2. And if that's what the end of stage 2 looks like, I can't wait to see what the end of the race looks like. The green flag is back in the air, and it's Alex Tesdahl and Matt Smith, the Brown Motorsports teammates, leading them through 1 and 2. First laps all race long, Alex has led in the 16 car. He's going to clear his teammate, or is he? No, they're still 2 by 2 from first all the way back to 6th. And I'll tell you, it's been a wild and exciting Motormaster Monday. If you missed the Iowa Speedway event, you definitely need to check that one out after here. And man, we have not been disappointed here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We've seen short runs, long runs, and 2 wide, 3 wide. We've seen many different leaders, and there's still 2 by 2 from the lead all the way back to about 8th here, folks. Oh, Jason Doro in the 08 found the apron in 3 and 4. He slid up into the side of Matt Smith in the 10. Cameron Norton paid the price a little bit. He was up there on the outside line, and he had to lift. He had nowhere to go, and those 2 cars found the wall, and this allowed Alex Tesdahl to keep the lead with Jesse Carlson right behind him in 2nd, and Jason Doro up the 3rd again. And Bobby Racing in the 4 car runs in 4th. Keep your eye on that blue car. Oh, okay. And the 3rd caution of the race for an on-track incident, it comes deeper in the field, and I actually didn't even see what happened. I'm going to throw it down to the in-race reporter, Kevin Tattersall. Kevin, did you see what happened?
Yeah, unfortunately, the 92 PC Panther, they were 3 wide. In front of them, it looked like the 90, the 61, and 92 were all involved. But 92 got a little out of shape when he tried saving it. He went flying down to the inside wall. I don't know if he came back up or not. That's just what I've seen, is where he got out of shape. It was directly in front of me. I had to lock the brakes to miss it. So I'm assuming he probably came back on track, but I'm not 100% certain.
It does look like there is some front-end damage there. The 92 into the 6 as well.
No, the 6 caught the wall right on the restart. He's actually had that about 3 times now.
Oh, okay. Thanks for all the information. And Nick's going to start at the tail of the field in the 6 car. Good news for him is the damage is repaired, and it's actually Kevin Tattersall and Daniel McGriff leading him to the line. Daniel McGriff would love to get the win here tonight and capture a playoff spot, punch his ticket into the 2021 playoffs. He'll have to deal with Kevin Tattersall. Oh, they're 3 wide behind him for 2nd and 3rd, and back to 2 now, and Daniel McGriff in the 93, he actually gives a little bit of a nudge to Kevin. Cameron gave a nudge to Daniel. It almost looked like Daniel might have needed to give a nudge to Kevin, or he was going to get the boot from Cameron. This is crazy at this point. And now Cameron Norton goes to the inside of Daniel McGriff. Daniel actually caught the wall a little bit in 1 and 2. There was no contact between the 93 and the 1. Just looked like Daniel might have overdrove the entry to 1. Kevin's still the leader. Looking to the bottom for 2nd is Jordan Dorsek in the 74. Some of these drivers that have been up there in the top 5 all race long, beginning to work their way back through the field a little bit. Jordan Dorsek back up to 2nd. Matt Smith back up to 7th. Alex Tesdall led laps in this one as well. He's in 8th. Josh Diaz runs in 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Dustin Franklin in the 11th. They're all chasing Kevin Tattersall. 3 wins for him this season. Jordan Dorsek runs in 2nd. He's got 3 wins this season as well. Jesse Carlson just gave him the boot a little bit. He's got 2 wins this season. Beginning to split up just a little bit. Matt Smith got a little bit loose coming out of turn 2 there. Gathers it back up, no positions lost, and he runs in the 6th position. Robbie racing in the 4 just behind him. Actually, excuse me, Matt Smith now runs in the 5th position. Flipping his way forward quicker than I can keep up with, apparently. Side battle for 2nd and 3rd. That's the 20 of Jesse Carlson, the black and red 74 there of Jordan Dorsek. Down to the bottom goes Jason Doro in the 08 to try to go with Jesse Carlson. It looks like Matt Smith and the 10 going to think about doing the same. They're all going to try to jump to the bottom of the 74 if they can. This is allowing Josh Diaz, Alex Tesdall, and the 1 car of Cameron Norton to catch back up a little bit here. And it's a 9-car race for the win, pretty much. It all stays the same. First car in line back there running in 10th looks to be the 44 of Trey Hollywood. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 61 running in 11th. Daniel McGriff running in 12th. And the battle's all over this racetrack. Looks like Jesse Carlson in the 20 got a little bit of a shove. And he...
Caution's up.
Wow, yes, you're right. I saw the flinch there. All the cars actually went up at the same time. And the caution is out for the 4th time in this race for an on-track incident. I didn't see what happened. Kevin, you're the leader, so you probably don't have a clue what happened either, but I'm going to ask you anyways.
Well, I'm going to assume NASCAR Roof was sitting in 2nd. I see him back in 6th now. I don't know if there's something there. I'm really not sure. I know it was getting a little dicey.
I think I figured it out. Bradley Gilliland in the 90, Sean Lucas in the 9. They're much further behind the pack than they were before, and there's a little bit of front-end damage to this number 9 Chevy Camaro. I gotta wonder if they brought out the caution with an on-track incident.
I gotta say that just saved me. I was stayed out under that last caution. That's how I got the lead. Luckily, they were racing so hard for 2nd. Now everybody's pit, so everyone's on the same tires. But we were right at that point where they were about to overtake me pretty easily.
I see. So this worked out great for you then, and yeah, we're rocking and rolling here again at Charlotte. The green flag is back in the air. Kevin Tattersall, Jason Doro, Matt Smith, Robbie Racing. They lead them into turn 1. Jordan Dorsek, Jesse Carlson, Josh Diaz, Alex Tesdall, Jeffrey Robinson Jr., Trey Hollywood, your top 10. And everything is changing every lap, folks, every corner. Smith to the bottom, looking for 2nd on Jason Doro, Jordan Dorsek, Jesse Carlson down on the bottom as well. Robbie racing up top, trying to give Jason Doro a bit of a push. Never mind, Robbie tucks down to the inside, seems to be the place to be on these restarts is the inside line. And don't look now, folks, but the pole sitter Nick Donfrancesco back inside the top 10 in that 6 car. Oh, looked like Matt Smith got a little bit loose or tight or something coming out of turn 4. And he found the outside wall just a little bit, but he still maintained good enough speed to make a run for the lead on Kevin Tattersall. He's trying to use the outside line to get it. Jesse Carlson going with him. Robbie Racing going up there as well. And it's beginning to look a little bit like Daytona around here. So 2 by 2 behind them as well for 7th, 8th, and 9th. And Don Francesco in 7th, Cameron Norton in 8th, Josh Diaz in 9th, rounding out the top 10 is Dustin Franklin in the 11th. But we're going to keep our eye mostly on the front runners if we can. It's a 6-car dance right now, but keep in mind that 2nd group is gaining ground on them the more that these drivers battle. Kevin Tattersall leading. This pack of hungry drivers, 22 drivers started the North Carolina 250 tonight here at Charlotte. And to the inside goes Jordan Dorsek for the lead. These drivers have 3 wins apiece. In fact, the top 3 drivers in the running order all have 3 wins each. Drivers running 4th and 5th have 2 wins apiece here this season. The closest driver with no wins this season is Robbie Racing. Closest to the front of Robbie Racing, he runs in the 4 car and he's running in 6th. Francesco behind him in 7th. Winless this season so far as well. Josh Diaz in 8th, Cameron Norton in 9th, both looking for their first wins this season too. You can see Jordan coming down towards the blue line, the white line. No, it is blue, yes sir. Down on the back straightaway there, trying to cut the draft a little bit with Matt Smith in the 10. He's trying to get every little bit of an advantage he can to try to get as far away from that 10 car he possibly can. Jason Doro has just taken the 3rd position away from Jesse Carlson. And Nick Francesco is working on Robbie Racing for 5th. Oh, there might have even been contact between those two. Kevin Tattersall was able to get around Robbie, and he's now back into the 6th position. Kevin dropped back to, I believe, the 8th spot after leading laps, and he's worked his way back to 6th now. Kevin, you got a front row seat for what happened to Robbie. Was there contact between those two, or did Robbie just get a little tight?
Nah, him and Napa Fan made a little contact in the middle of the corner there. Robbie got up, copped the wall. Luckily, man, I was on the outside of that 7 car. Luckily, the 7 gave me enough room that we both dropped underneath and made the pass.
Yeah, good job by both of you there to realize what you needed to do to get around that incident. Robbie in the 4 car has settled back in line. He's still in the top 10. He's just in front of Cameron Norton and Alex Tesdall and Harold Burton. Dorsek leading. Matt Smith in 2nd. How many laps to go, Kevin?
30 even.
All right. Final 30 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's round 17 of the 2021 Nosscar Motormaster Series season. Continue to see Jordan Dorsek try to break the draft down the back straightaway there with Matt Smith. And yeah, folks, we're happy to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 22 drivers started this race. We've seen a number of different leaders. We've had 4 different cautions for on-track incidents, and we're in the final stage here. Get closer to crowning a winner here tonight for the main event on Motormaster Monday. Every time they get to the back straightaway, Jordan Dorsek trying everything he can to break the draft with Matt Smith. I do believe that it is working. There is some effect there to that. And just behind them for Jason Doro, rather, in the 08 machine in 3rd. And for the most part, these drivers are running single file. They might be able to run down the top 2.
Right side, clear to the right.
Time will tell. Josh Diaz in the 7th. 2 wins this season in the Nosscar Tailgate Truck Series on Tuesday night. He's winless here on Motormaster Mondays, though, so far this season. Top wins in this series just hasn't been since last year. He runs in 6th, and he's in the 2nd group of cars. Looked like Jason Doro found the outside wall coming out of 4, came back down into the side of Kevin Tattersall in the 54 machine. And a little bit of contact was made there as well. Jason's going to settle into the 7th position now. And that puts Kevin back into 4th. Nick Francesco into 5th. Josh into 6th. Kevin, what happened there?
Actually, that was the 20 in the 08 made contact on the edge of the 4. When the 08 caught the wall, he actually come back down into the 20. He never touched me. It was the 20 Jesse Carlson.
See, this is why I'm glad you're here. Yeah, my eyes deceived me then. I thought there was contact between the yellow car there in my frame and his, but everyone looks like they escaped with minimal damage or none. Looking at Jesse Carlson's car now, and I don't see any damage to the right side of that car, and we stay green, of course. Down to the bottom goes Kevin Tattersall looking for 3rd.
Still there. All right, clear outside.
He's going to take, and he clears him now coming back to the start-finish line. And going to say, Nick Francesco, I thought about making a move to the bottom for 4th, and then thought better of it and stayed tucked in line instead. Dixon, he was up there in the second group of cars there for the longest time, and now falling out of that pack. He's still in the top 10 and battling with Alex Tesdall and Harold Burton, 16 and 39. And you can see the gap to the second group of cars that are just in front of them. They are now actually considered the third group of cars, and nobody really challenging them. But they are losing ground to the front runners as well. So unless I feel like unless a caution comes out, it's really the top 8 cars that have the best odds of walking away with the win here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Good battle here as well. Smiles all over this racetrack. Gordon Roughton in the 92, Brock A.J. in the 90, Dave Marks Jr. in the 51, Sean Lucas in the 9, Dustin McClintock in the 0 car. And they're having a great battle just outside of the top 12. Contact made there between Sean Lucas and Jordan Roughton. Sean had to save his car a little bit, had to chase it down below the blue line, and Dustin McClintock thought about making a move on him and then thought better of it. Dustin McClintock now makes a move on him and he completes the pass. Back up closer to the front, the second group of cars right here. And Jason Doro completes the pass on Nick Don Francesco. Josh Colm-Diaz trying to follow him through. Couldn't quite get the run that he needed to do that. Under 25 laps to go here at Charlotte.
Yeah, we had 21 to go.
21, perfect. I also wanted to throw it down to you, Kevin, and ask you about pit stops. We didn't see any green flag pit stops in stage 1 and stage 2, and now we've had a rash of cautions. And for the beginning of the final stage, does anybody actually need to come to pit road under green?
Yeah, the whole field's going to have to stop. You get 27 laps to the tank here, and we actually restarted with about 35 to go. So realistically, you're not going to be able to save 8 laps. It's just too tall of a task here. So definitely expect people to be pitting shortly. Actually, scratch that, as there's a caution on the speedway right now.
Yes, there is, because, yeah, and I knew there was going to be one, and regardless if there wasn't one already, because, yeah, Dave Marks Jr. in the 51 pulled up right in front of you there, and
the caution was already out before that had happened, so I didn't get any damage from that. That was game.
I'm glad. Whew. And that's probably why his car actually went up on the track. Dave,
yeah, I'm sure. I don't think Dave to do that, no.
No. And so yeah, the caution is out, folks. 5th caution of the race for an on-track incident, and I didn't see exactly what happened there. And
I have no idea to that one.
Me either. Oh, getting a report, Jordan Roughton in the 92 hit the apron and spun in front of a couple of cars. Contact was made, and apparently big contact was made, big enough for a caution to come out. So now this changes everything.
I think Bowman took 2 tires.
No more pit stops under green flag conditions, and unless another caution comes out, then we'll see him to pit road again, I'm thinking. The green flag is back in the air. Cameron Norton takes 2 tires to restart in second. Jordan Dorsek is your leader. And props to Cameron right away. He went up into the wall hard. Looked like Trey Hollywood in the 44 hit the wall hard as well, and there's a wreck deep in the field. We might see a yellow. Yeah, I was going to say we might see a yellow. It looked like Trey Hollywood in the 44 actually went up into the wall trying to hit Cameron Norton. I didn't see exactly why or what the deal was with that, and we have a yellow on the racetrack.
17 laps remain when this caution come out. Yeah, so actually what happened there was, unfortunately for Bowman, he took the 2-tire stop. I think he expected to come out in the lead, and he didn't. He came out in second. So because of that, he was trying really, really hard to get down to the bottom. Unfortunately, Matt Smith had closed that gap between he and, is it Jordan Dorsek, I think?
74?
Yeah, Jordan Dorsek. So Matt Smith had closed that gap between he and the 74, and so there was nowhere for Bowman to get down to. Anyway, I think once he seen the 10 was there, he tried just turning right to give him more room and oversteered it into the wall.
Even the very best can make mistakes here, and that's exactly what we're seeing. We saw a smooth and flawless race at Iowa with no cautions for on-track incidents. Now we've seen 5 here at Charlotte. What's going to happen in the final 17 laps? The green flag is back in the air.
13 to go now. The green flag is up.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, they cut a couple of laps under caution. I forgot, 13 laps to go. These drivers are running out of time. Dorsek the leader, Kevin Tattersall in second, and Smith in third. They're wrecking deeper in the field. Looked like Trey Hollywood in the 44 got involved with a couple of others there, and everybody got spread out because of it, and we stayed green, it looks like. I didn't see what happened, but Josh Colon-Diaz was involved in the 7, and I believe that he was one of those cars that got bumped by Trey Hollywood in the 44. Somebody came back up onto the racetrack after they got loose going through the grass, and I think it was Timmy Brown in the 8. It was, and there's a caution on the racetrack.
Yeah.
I saw the whole thing. Timmy Brown and that South Point number 8 Chevy Camaro got loose coming out of 4. Tried to save the car, but when he tried to save it, it just kind of snapped on him and went back to the right in front of a couple of others, and nobody really had anywhere to go. Several cars are going to have damage to repair. Expect a lot of those cars near the back of the pack and mid-pack, I would say, to come to pit road, take 4 tires, fix any damage, and send them back out there. It's Jordan Dorsek leading the way, Kevin Tattersall second, Matt Smith in third, Jesse Carlson in fourth. Robbie Racing in the 4 has worked his way all the way back up into 5th, folks. Running in 6th is Alex Tesdall in the 16. He led laps earlier in this race. And here we go. We're going to have under 10 laps to go. Can they make it from here without another yellow for an on-track incident? Time will tell. And the green flag is back in the air.
8 laps to go.
Heard it from the Iceman. 8 laps to go. A little deeper in the field, Josh Colon-Diaz lost control, and he let a couple of cars go because of that. And already mid-pack on back is very spread out. This might be the break that they needed.
Still there.
Single file for the most part here at the front of the field. And all trying to get back up to Jordan Dorsek, 7 to go. And Matt Smith in second, Jesse Carlson third, Kevin Tattersall, Jesse's teammate is running in fourth, Nick Don Francesco in fifth, Robbie Racing is in sixth, Alex Tesdall seventh, Jason Doro rallying all the way back up into the 8th position. 6 laps to go here at Charlotte. Trey Hollywood running in 9th, and it's Daniel McGriff rounding out the top 10 in the 93 in the closing laps. Took the 10th position away from Daniel McGriff, and we're going to keep our eye on the battle up front here as much as we can all the way now until the checkers. 5 laps to go at Charlotte. To the bottom goes Jesse Carlson in the 20. That's not what Matt Smith wanted to see. He holds him off just barely, but Matt Smith, he wants to be single file so he can make a run at Jordan Dorsek whenever he feels comfortable doing it. Now Kevin Tattersall trying to get to the bottom of Jesse Carlson. He does. He clears him coming out of turn 4 for 3rd. Does Kevin have enough time to get up there? The top 3 drivers all have 3 wins apiece this season. In fact, the top 4 drivers combined for 11 wins so far this season. They know how to win races. They know how to find victory lane here in the Nosscar Motormaster Series. They've proven it time and time again. Jason Doro in 6th with 2 wins. Alex Tesdall in 7th, 2 wins this season. Nick Don Francesco in 5th, trying to get his first of 2021. 3 laps to go. The wreckage deeper in the field. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 61. Timmy Brown in the 8. And we have a caution on the racetrack. Oh my goodness. And we have not seen one of these in a long time, folks. In fact, I don't think it's been since towards the start of 2020. But we're going to have ourselves a green-white checkered. 2 laps to go. When they restart, the question is, do you pit? What do you do? I think that if you're one of the top 5, top 8 cars, you stay out, but that's just me. Kevin, what do you think? You're in third.
Give me 4 seconds before I say it on air.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so sitting in third, I'm not going to pit. Track position's too important with only 2 laps left. Green, white, checkered. You just, if you've got the tires to make, you just can't pit. And it looks like all of the top 10 are on old tires, so.
Wow, this should be interesting, folks. The top 10 all stayed out. 2 laps to go. Green, white, checker time here at Charlotte. Who's going to win North Carolina 250? The green flag is in the air. 22 cars started this race. It's round 17 of the 2021 Motormaster Series season here on Nosscar Heat 5. Down the back straightaway, Jordan Dorosek has the lead. Matt Smith wants it. Tattersall third, Jesse Carlson fourth, Nick Donfrancesco fifth, Alex Tesdall sixth, Jason Doro seventh, Robbie Racing in eighth, Daniel McGriff ninth, Trey Hollywood 10th. The white flag is in the air. If the yellow comes out now, the race is over. Jordan Dorosek is your race leader. They're 3 wide, bouncing off each other. Look like Cameron Norton got smushed into the wall. Actually, Bradley Gilliland did. By Josh Holmbiez in the 7, and now through 3 and 4 for the final time. Jordan Dorosek holding on, keeping his car in front of Matt Smith in the 10. Coming down the front stretch, Matt Smith does not have the run he needs, and it's Jordan Dorosek winning the North Carolina 250 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 4th win for him here in the 2021 NOSCAR Motormaster Series season. What a drive, what a race, and what a finish.
I sent you the results.
Thanks so much, buddy. And yeah, finishing in 2nd was Matt Smith in the 10. Finishing in 3rd was Kevin Tattersall in the 54. Are you friends with Matt Smith and
Yeah, I'll get them both in. Yeah, I'll get them both in.
Yeah, awesome. I'm pretty sure they are actually both into this group already because they were interviewed earlier. Maybe just put the word interviews in that group chat for me. They'll know.
Done.
Thanks a bunch, brother. And we'll start with you, I guess. Yeah. In-race reporter Kevin Tattersall, you're a popular driver to have an interview after these races. We usually do the top 3, and yeah, you brought it home 3rd. You led laps. You had a strong car. You qualified 5th. You had good track.